20 minutes past 7, and it's a pleasure to have in the studio Keith Delmar, who was nailing the 2020 sign on the wall of the Hokanui studio here at NZME. Keith Delmar, Morena, how are you?
Morena, this is 2020. We're nailing 2020 to the wall in the studio here. Don't worry, I used a small tack. I haven't heard anything in the studio.
I'll just get you to move that a bit so we can see more of your face. That's
absolutely.
it, yes.
Here I am. Today's show, 5 minutes, nailing 2020 to the wall. That's what I want to talk about today, Brian.
Well, you have literally done that. You have nailed 2020 to the wall.
Nailing 20. What am I on about? 2020 has been a challenging year. But early in the year, I decided one thing. I thought, when I think 10 years from now, what did I do in 2020 that was different than COVID and and other things? I would look back and I would say, I was on Hokanui Radio. I developed 52 pieces of content with Brian, videos every week, started my own podcast.
Unbelievable.
What else do I want to do?
And your faithfulness. Even when you were sick, you delivered
Not all the time. You got to have your rest. You got to think about yourself.
Yeah.
But what I want to say today, and I want to ask everybody out there that's listening, is we've got about, good 4 months, just less, the end of 2020. What do you want to do with your 2020? What do you want to make happen for your life, for yourself, for yourself? Because this has been such a fun 2020 for me, such a fun year and such a fulfilling year, because I've been doing a lot for myself and focused, and I've waited a whole lifetime. It's not like I just woke up and decided, I've been doing this all along. No, 2020 was my year. I really focused on making some things happen. So I encourage you, we've got a bit of 2020 left. What are you going to do with it? For me personally, I'm going to get up and do some motivational public speaking. I don't know where that's going to be yet. I've got 3.5 months or so to figure that out. But I'm going to get on stage, get in front of a crowd, and share and on the subject of kindness. And so that's my goal for 2020. I'd also like to write a book, but I have to be realistic, So what is your goal for 2020? What do you want to do? One little thing. 4 months is a long time, Brian. You can get a lot done. You can get a lot done in a week, let alone a month. So what are we going to do? What do you want to do? What's the one thing Brian Vickery wants to do before the end of 2020? It doesn't have to be on radio. It doesn't have to be big. It can be, I want to go and paint a picture.
You've inspired me, but I'm speechless and incredulous because we've got the
we got
Pasonic camera there. We've got the Canon camera in my face. We're videoing you. You've nailed 2020 to the wall. You've got the props. You're just...
We've got the hammer here.
You're just fizzing with enthusiasm, and I'm inspired, and I'm like,
well, have a think about it. Have a think about it. Like,
you've energized me.
Excellent. That's my job. That's what I'm here for. It's the job that pays in abundance. So
you're an amazing man.
Love being.
Surely you must have driven to bring all this gear.
I have ridden my bike this morning as always. It was a bit of a heavy pack.
You came in with a backpack like you were climbing Mount Everest. More leads than Sherlock Holmes. More cameras than the film crew of Lord of the Rings.
You got to know, you got to push yourself a little bit sometimes, and you got to say, okay, I'm going to try something new.
Well, on behalf of our listeners, I'm humbled, and I want to thank you for coming in and sharing the energy.
My absolute
Keith
pleasure.
Delmar with the Keith Delmar Morning Mindset.
Have a great day, everybody.
Cheers.